Welcome in the kitchen. I'm so glad y'all are here and that you've joined me in my kitchen. Look what I've got. Got a whole basket of peaches. And I've had to keep them hidden because you know I have a fruit lover that would eat them all before they're even good and ripe. But they're just now good and ripe. Look at that beautiful peach. I'm excited. I'm going to put those in the freezer. I'm going to show y'all how I do it. And I'm going to show y'all something else. Look at my little soup cubes that I got. Well, I call them soup cubes. They're just little freezer containers, and they collapse down. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Love these little things. And these lids just pop on there. There you go. You can put them in your freezer. And then if you want to take something out and put it in a pot, you just pop it out. I got 2 different sizes. They come in 4 different sizes, but look how flat that goes. These are, I think, maybe 3 cups it'll hold, and these may be 1.5, something like that. But look how flat they go to store them. Look at that. Love these things. I got to get them all washed before I use them. But I believe you me, I'll be using those for leftovers, or I have a 50-pound bag of potatoes over here we're going to put in the freezer one day. Yes, we are. We're going to make mashed potatoes and potato skins, and I'll show y'all how we do that. I might do that tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. Right now we're going to do peaches. So come along, come along, come along. I'm going to dunk these in. I hope y'all can see my stove back here. I'll just carry y'all over here with me. Just bring y'all back and forth. See my pot right here? It's got boiling water in it. Let me grab this thing out over here because I used it yesterday doing tomatoes. Okay, y'all, I did 75 pounds of tomatoes yesterday. That's a lot. We're just going to dunk these right in there. 4 or 6 of them at a time. You want to just get them good and hot. And then I've got cold water right over here at the stove. All right, there's 6 peaches. I'll bring y'all back over here. Got cold water over here at the sink. I know I just said it was at the stove, but it's at the sink right here. Hope y'all can see that. Okay. Now, y'all know you don't have to leave them very long at all. Just kind of have to put them in there, put them over here. Some people use an ice bath, but I'm just using cold water because I don't have enough ice. I got me a knife right here. Can y'all see how I'm peeling this? Oh, I need a bowl to put my peels in, don't I? I'll just get another bread pan. Can y'all see? I think you can. I'm going to use this right here to slice them with. At least I'm going to try to. I've never used it to slice them before. See, look at that. Just for a second. That's all you need to put that in there. And then it just peels right off. Then we're going to dehydrate these peels and make peach sugar with it, like we did last year. And you may put that in your tea and make peach tea. Or you can chop this up and can them and make peach syrup. Matter of fact, we might just do that with some of these. Make us a peach syrup. I think that's what we'll do with a few of these. We'll just chop them, puree them up, and then we'll can them in the oven. Or maybe we'll get out the water bath canner. I don't know. Look at that. See how easy that did? And these are Freestone peaches. So y'all know what that means. I told y'all once. That means that the pit just comes right out. Just like that. And of course you have to taste them, see if they're good. And oh, they are. So yummy. Now then, let's see if we can slice this baby up. Put this right here. Okay. There we go. Look how thick that is. I'm just going to lay that right there. Just lay them out just like that. And that's the way we're going to freeze them. Let's put this one in there. Peel off of it. I've got this set on the thickest. Okay, this is the thickest one, which is just perfect for peaches. Just perfect. All right, now we don't want our peaches to turn dark. So you can do a couple of different things. You can put lemon juice on them, lime juice, fruit fresh, or when I was at the grocery store today, they didn't have fruit fresh. They had citric acid for home canning. So this is what I bought. You add it to water. All right, but I don't want to add it to water. I want to sprinkle it over the top. So I'm just sprinkling it. Just a little bit. Okay. Now then, we're going to peel the rest of these peaches here. This one needs to go back in the water, but I don't think it's as ripe as the other one was. Now, do y'all freeze peaches or can peaches, or what do y'all prefer? Canned, frozen, fresh? Of course, I think everybody would say fresh. I don't know who would prefer a canned peach over a fresh peach. I mean, you know. These are good. Very, very good, y'all. Very good. Actually, I think for ease of working, I am going to put some water in my pan right back here that I'm slicing them in. And for a pint, it says, I'm going to read on here, 1/4 of a teaspoon per pint. All right, so it doesn't take much. 1/4 of a teaspoon. Right there's 1/4 of a teaspoon. This is a pint jar. I'm going to fill it with water. Cold water. And I'm going to pour it right there so that when those peaches get sliced, can y'all see? I don't think y'all can see me slicing them. Now maybe you can. That way when those peaches get sliced, they will be go straight into that water. Has a little dark bruised spot. Okay, now see how those are in that water? Then all I have to do is pick them up and lay them over here. I'm going to make several layers with parchment paper between them. And then that will, I'm going to flash freeze them. And then once they get frozen, I'll take them out and seal them up in the, with the food saver. All those little bitty bites like this, that's what I'll use to make our peach puree for our this one's didn't stay in the water long enough either. Do y'all know that's okay? I'll just peel it like this. And that extra peach that's going to be on this peel, we'll just add that much flavor, that much extra flavor. That is not a big deal. I don't want those pits in here. Do y'all know you can take a peach and plant it, or a peach pit and plant it and grow a peach tree? Sure can. Okay, let's do another layer here. This is what you call flash freezing, you all. Put them in the deep freeze for overnight till they freeze, and then you bag them up. Okay, y'all, I'll be back when I get these peaches peeled, okay? Okay, y'all, here's our peaches. Can y'all see them right here? I've got 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of peaches. I'm gonna put this piece of parchment paper over the top. Take those out there to my freezer. Then I'll be back. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with the skins and the rest of the peaches. Okay, y'all, those peaches are in the freezer, and I've gotten out my juicer. Y'all remember my juicer that I got here a while back? I love this thing. I really do. I only endorse products that I like or that I really love. I've had people send me things to review, and I've had to tell them my review will not be very favorable, and I prefer not to post it because I don't like to bring you all products that I don't love, that I don't use, okay? Love this juicer. It's in the links below. It's in my Amazon storefront. I do recommend this juicer. First, we're going to start with our skins right here. And I'm just going to juice these skins, and I want y'all to see how much juice is left in a skin. I did my tomato skins this way, and I got almost a gallon of juice and pulp off of those tomato skins of that 75 pounds of tomatoes I did yesterday. It is well worth it to do this with these skins. You will not believe how much you get. And this is what we're going to make our peach syrup with. Of course, you want to make sure you don't get the pits in there. And you want to add your skin slowly because they will get stuck in there and clog up. Okay? That one doesn't want to seem to go. Let me move it around just a little bit. Turn it off before I do that. Now maybe it'll go down in there. There it goes. See, look how much juice I'm getting, you all. This is just off of probably not even but about 1 or 1.5 peaches so far. Oops. That had a little bit of tried to get that. This has got that hard part of the pit still on it. I'm pulling that out as well because you don't want that to go in there. Oh, it's squeaking. Y'all see how much peach juice I'm getting now, don't you? So we don't want to waste any of this because they're expensive. And things like this, you know, could be in short supply. This year we may have a good peach crop. Next year we may not have any peaches at all. So, you know, let's see if we can get that down a little bit in there. There we go. I think. Now then, let's try this. There we go. When you're doing skins, a lot of times they want to stick to the sides, and your pusher that came with this just wants to push the whole thing down in there. Sometimes it doesn't want to. It kind of clogs up if you use your pusher. See? It might work with these. The tomatoes, it just wanted to create a vacuum, it seemed like. I'll be back when I get these skins done. I'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, y'all. I want y'all to look at this peach juice. That is what came off, and that is 20 ounces of peach juice. It's what came off of the skins, okay? Just the skins. Still had that much juice. So, you don't want to waste it because that stuff is good. Really, really good. Okay. Now then, we are going to just juice some peaches to put with that. I've got them over here washed good. So the only thing you have to do to these is take the pit out, okay? And drop them down in here. So let's get these peaches juicing. And these you will have to use this with to get them down in there. Oops. Making a mess here. All right, and to keep this from turning brown, I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of that citric acid. Okay? Just like that. Okay? In each one of those, I added 1/4 teaspoon to keep it from turning brown. All right, let's keep going with our peaches here. This one looks like the top of it is. I don't know why I started to peel it, but I did. Guess have it. Uh-oh. Oh. every now and then you get one that's got a bruised spot that's started to rot that you really can't see until you get it. Let's see, maybe we'll do one more. See, this one has a bad spot right there. I'll have to cut all that out. And I usually cut quite a bit around it. Then I always smell of it or taste of it. Make sure that there's not any in what I'm going to use. Turn this off. Maybe I can. Okay. All right. There's our peach juice. Now then, we are going to, I'll finish up the rest of these peaches in a little bit, but let me show you what we're going to do next. I need a pitcher. I've got a clean one right here. Got watermelons on it. We've got to have something to mix it in, don't we? All right, now then, I've got about, how many pints have I got here, y'all? Can you tell me? This thing right here holds 4 cups. Let's see. I've got about 4.5 cups of juice. Turn lights on. Now then, you hear him, don't you? Let me get some sugar. All right, let's see. Wonder how much sugar. Andy, be quiet, honey. Here's 1/3 of a cup. Let's taste that and see what it tastes like. Let's stir it up. Let's stir this up and see what it tastes like. It's going to need more if we're going to make it a syrup. So I'm going to add a whole cup of sugar to this. Okay. I did a cup of sugar. I'm going to put a little bit more because we want it to be real sweet because it's a syrup. Okay, there's 1 cup and 2/3. So that's 1/3 of a cup per cup of juice. That's good. All right, now then, I'm going to finish cutting up these peaches and juicing them. And we'll be back in just a little bit, and I'll finish all this up, and I'll show you how we're going to can this. Okay? We'll can it here in just a little bit. All right, I'll be back in a little bit and we're going to can up our peach syrup. Okay, y'all ready to do our peach syrup? Here it is right here. And I had just a few little peaches left, just a few. That I had little tiny bits and pieces where I sliced all those. I just chopped those up real fine and threw them in here. Yes, I did. Okay. All right, y'all. Excuse me. I've got little half-pint jelly jars in the oven. Try to set y'all down here. In the oven on 250 degrees, okay? And this right here, I'm going to cook until it's boiling for maybe 5 minutes or so. And give those jars time to get good and hot. And then we're going to put it in our jars, and then we're going to set those jars back in the oven. I do that instead of water bathing sometimes because I just hate to have to get out that big old canner. And you just have to water bath it about 5 or 10 minutes. So I put it back in the oven at 350 for about, 15, 20 minutes. All you're wanting to do is get everything good and hot so that it'll seal. That's what you're trying to do. Just seal it all up good. And I did add that acid to this, but you have to make sure that your fruits have enough acid in them to preserve, okay? Matter of fact, I think I'm going to add lemon juice. I've got some fresh lemons. Just to make sure, because y'all, I'm just winging this as I go along. Just as I go along. Look how pretty my lemons are. I'm going to make a lemon pie, but that'll be a separate video. All right. I think the juice of 1 lemon will be plenty. To get them to juice good, roll them like this. With your hand on the counter. And then they'll juice better. Did you know that? If you didn't, now you do. And here Andy, he's excited. Getting ready to start supper. That's another video for y'all. There we go. You can also freeze this and make, you could make peach lemonade. All right, that should be plenty of citrus in there now. For 2 things. 1, to keep it from turning, and 2, to help it. It's got plenty of sugar. And we're going to put about a tablespoon of butter in this. Just to keep the foam down, because you know they tend to want to foam up. Y'all can see I've got just a few peaches there on the top. Just what you see floating is all I've got in there. Just a very, very few. Let me get out our ladle and our funnel. Right here they are. Ladle, and funnel. Jar filler funnel. And there's our lids. We'll slide those back just a little bit. And our tongs. They might still be in the dishwasher too. our tongues out of the dishwasher. Now we should be good to go. Something to set our hot jars on so they don't burn our countertop. I hear tickling my nose. I'm going to taste that since I put that lemon in it, see what it tastes like. Just the best peach syrup. It'll be so good in tea. We've got a local restaurant here that always has, they call it peachy tea. It's Pals, and y'all can go back and watch our video. And they've got a raspberry tea. And it's a raspberry syrup in it. My daughter loves the peach, and Andy loves the raspberry. So we're kind of, we have one of each. But this will be so much better than an artificial flavored peach and raspberry. Of course, I don't have any raspberries, so I can't make that one. Or at least I don't have any yet. Might get some blackberries. They would be good to juice and make a syrup, wouldn't they? Or make a jelly. This would make good peach jelly. Sure would. With the juicer, you can juice any fruit you want to and then make jellies instead of preserves. Andy, you want to tell everybody hello?
Hello!
Say hi, friends.
Hi, friends!
Okay, y'all. He said hello. Sometimes he's in here with me and sometimes he's not. He just takes it by spells. So I never know what kind of mood he's going to be in. Just so happens today he's in here with me. And this you really don't have to cook a lot because we don't want it to thicken like a jelly. We just want it to stay a syrup. He's got him another peach. I did leave him out a few, don't y'all worry. I left him out about 5 peaches. They'll be gone before supper time, probably before I get my supper together here in a minute. We're going to have some leftovers and some newbies. So got leftover green beans I'm going to fix for us, and leftover potatoes. So, we'll see. We'll see. I'm working real hard on getting the aprons ready for the Etsy store, and I'm also making those kitchen boas. Got some of those ready, but I'm sewing and cooking, sewing and cooking, and sewing and cooking, and editing videos, and sewing and cooking, and editing videos. That's all I do. I just work my little fingers just so you all have entertainment. But y'all make me so happy. You do. I just love all y'all. You all are just, I feel like I'm so blessed to be able to do this and have friends from around the world and the country that watch me and are faithful. This is coming up to a boil, and I'll probably let it boil maybe about, 5 minutes. Let's say we're going to let this boil for about 5 minutes. See how it's starting to foam on the top? That little bit of butter I put in there will kind of keep that foam down just a little bit. But like I said, we're not making a jelly, so. And y'all, these are not proven canning methods that I'm doing. So don't do it and then lose it and go, well, that's what she did. You probably really should water bath this just like you do a jelly. You want to make sure there's plenty of acid in there. And I'm going to tell y'all, I've never done this before. And these jars may or may not may not keep. But we're giving it a try because I just think it'll be so good in our tea. Oh, I'm going to have to turn it down a little bit. It's going to boil over on me. Look at it. And we don't want this to boil over. Oh, no. Slide it off that heat just a minute. Stop, 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 stop. I'm going to run some butter around the edge of that. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn that off. I'm not even going to let it boil. It's 5 minutes because I think it's just fun. We do not want hot boiling sugar to come out on us. I'll be back here in just a second. Okay, y'all, the battery in the camera was dying, so I had to switch y'all out just a little bit. All right, let's get us some jars out here. We'll start with 4. Let's see where we get. Okay, there's 1. 2. There's 4. I'm going to slide these back here. Oh, shoot. I only heated up 10 jars. I don't think I'll need more than 10. Hope not. Ooh. Used to fill in larger jars, y'all. I'm about to overflow these. Two more jars. Could use another jar, but actually I think I'll just put this in the refrigerator for us to have now. And let it cool down, then I'll put it in that jar right back there. All right, now then, we've got to get us some vinegar on a paper towel. to wipe off our tops. Yeah, we do. We gotta wipe off these tops. And this one right here has got stuff on it, and this is sticky. And if it's got anything like that on it, I'm gonna turn this oven up to 350. If they've got anything at all up there on them, they will not seal. You have to make sure that you've got them cleaned off. And vinegar gets off grease and sugar and stuff so much easier than just water. Some people say they just use a water on a rag. Well, you can, unless you're doing something that's greasy. Then you have to have the vinegar. But I just always go with the vinegar. Okay, here go our tops. I seal mine down. I don't necessarily do them as tight as I can, but I do seal them down. Okay, now then I'm going to set these back in this oven. Just set them up straight, just like this. Uh-oh, that one fell over. Get it turned back up there. Oh, that one I'll have to redo because it fell over. I need a pan. That's what I need. Let me find me a pan. This right here will work, you all. When they're turning over. Now we go. All right, I'll leave those in there for several minutes. 30, 45 minutes. Bring them out, set them up here, and they'll go pop, 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 pop. And there's our peach syrup and our frozen peaches. Now, those will stay overnight. And I'll bring them back in tomorrow, bag them up, put them in my food saver bags, throw them back out there in that freezer, and we'll have fresh peaches this winter. Yum, I know, I know. So y'all remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video. That'll be all for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.